Pilot Elijah Ward kept the aircraft steady as he approached the strange bluish storm hidden within a massive wall of dark clouds. He didn't like what he was seeing. Over the years, he had flown through storms, turbulence, electrical disturbances, and every kind of bad weather imaginable. This was unlike anything he had ever encountered. The bluish mass seemed to hover above the dark clouds. As the aircraft climbed toward 3,000 meters, he found himself recalling the events from earlier that day. It had all begun at Raven Rock Air Force Base. Shortly after sunrise, radar operators detected a massive formation of dark clouds not far from the base. Meteorologists could not explain either its origin or its behavior. Even stranger was what appeared above the clouds. A bluish formation. It was too small to be a storm, too large to be an ordinary atmospheric phenomenon. It was simply there. The Territorial Defense Officer conducted a brief briefing. Command wanted answers. Real data was worth far more than speculation. An aircraft equipped with additional instruments was ordered to approach the phenomenon and collect as much information as possible. They needed a volunteer. Ward stepped forward. Minutes later, he was airborne. Now he was only a few kilometers away from the anomaly. The instruments were still functioning. Speed, altitude, temperature, pressure. Everything appeared normal. Then one display went dark. A few seconds later, another followed. The compass indicator began to tremble. Radio communications dissolved into static. Ward attempted to contact the base. No response. The aircraft shuddered slightly, then again. The turbulence continued to intensify. He looked toward the bluish mass. At that moment, an image flashed before his eyes. A hangar. He blinked. The image vanished. He tried to focus on flying. It appeared again. This time, several scientists stood in front of him. They disappeared as quickly as they had appeared. Ward tightened his grip on the controls. Whatever was happening, it wasn't normal. Another image, an officer, several military police officers, a hangar, a blink, a large digital clock counting down from 28, 27, 26. The radio hissed. The cockpit vibrated. Ward no longer knew whether he was looking through the canopy or at the images appearing from nowhere. Faces. Unfamiliar faces. Voices. Someone was speaking. He couldn't make out the words. Bluish light. Growing brighter. Growing closer. Another flash. Pure white. Ward instinctively raised an arm to shield his face, and everything vanished. He jerked awake. For several moments, he simply sat there, trying to understand where he was. He was no longer in the aircraft. He sat at a metal table, an interrogation room, a local police station. There were no handcuffs, no guards, just a table and two chairs. Suddenly, he heard a voice and looked up. A man in a dark suit sat across from him. "Good afternoon. My name is Agent Morrison.